What's good? This your boy Boss. You checking out my channel, and this is a Boss review. So today we gonna be reviewing Currency and Freddie Gibbs' Fetti joint project. So without further ado, let's get into this. So before I start the review, how we do the review is you can get a total of 4 mics. One mic means it's trash. Don't waste your time. 2 mics mean it's mediocre. It's maybe 1 or 2 good songs. 3 mics mean it's a good project. Half the project is good. And 4 mics mean it's a great project. Go listen to it now. So, Currency and Freddie Gibbs dropped this project, I want to say in November, if I'm not mistaken. I don't got the actual date, but when they dropped this, I was kind of excited because I'm a fan of both Currency and Freddie Gibbs. I kind of had fell out of love with Currency because I feel like Currency is a person that puts out a lot of music. And you might be thinking, well, that's a good thing. We want to hear a lot of music from the people we like. Yeah, that's a good thing, but sometimes you get people that just overdo it. And you ever heard the term of quantity over quality? I mean, quality over quantity. I want quality. Yeah, you can put out all this music, but is it quality or is it bullshit? And I had started to feel like I was getting a lot of bullshit. I feel like he was putting out songs just to be putting them out. They wasn't full songs. He would be repeating choruses, all types of shit. I just feel like it was laziness. And I have a problem with people that actually has got in the game and built up a fan base, and then once you get that fan base, you stop the work. You start being lazy. You start putting out half-ass efforts. So that's how I felt with Currency, and it kind of shied me away from even listening to his music like I used to. But this project with Freddie Gibbs, Fetti, got me right back on the Currency train. This shit is fire. It's 9 songs, all produced by the great producer Alchemist. Now, I love when an artist lock in with like one producer, maybe 1 or 2 producers, because I feel like you get the best results when you do that. Like I was talking about on the Dej Loaf review, what sometimes happen with artists, they'll start getting the sound from this producer, getting the sound from this producer, and it just doesn't gel well. But since they locked in with Alchemist, he produced the whole thing. This shit sounds fire. It sounds real cohesive. When I listened to it again today, I got the feeling that it gave me a feeling like this music could have been like the soundtrack to a movie. Like this sounded like a score. Like, you know, if you ever looked at the movie Superfly and shit like that, how you heard all that play-ass music in the background going through the different scenes and shit all through the movies. What this sound like. It sounded like an audio movie that you can hear, but you can visualize it while you listening to it. That's what this shit sounded like to me. Now, the standout tracks to me is 1, New Things, 2, Now and Later Gators, and 3, Bundy and Sincere. If you kind of been on the fence, or if you a Currency or a Freddie Gibbs fan, and you haven't heard this project, you want to get into it, check any of those 3 songs out. I guarantee you will not regret it. Those was 3 of my favorite songs. I was trying to pick which ones were my favorite, but I kind of zeroed down on those for my favorite. So, New Things, Now Later Gators, and Bundy and Sincere. Now, let's talk about the cover. As you can see, the cover is right here. Me personally, if I got a nitpick, this is what I'm gonna nitpick about. I feel like they could have did way better with the cover, and let me tell you why. I'm the type of person that I like to paint the picture for you. I feel like everything should be drawn out and match the story so you can tell the full story. Now, you see this cover. It's a plain yellow square cover with the word Fetti on it. That's not that hot, bro. Like, if you see a cover, like, if you seen this cover would not make you pick up your phone and click play on that cover. Like, you need to get something enticing that make people want to click on your music that's not already fans that know, oh, this is Curren and Freddie. They always deliver. You know what I'm saying? We know the core fans that you already have is going to check this out just off the simple fact that these are the guys they fuck with. But some people look and discover music all the time, and just think about it back in the old days when you used to have vinyl and shit like that, or not even that far back, like 90s and 2000s, CD covers was a big thing, and I feel like this cover didn't get to it. So I'm gonna get this cover 2 mics. It's mediocre to me. I feel like they could have did way better. Now, let's talk about the beats. 9 songs, all produced by Alchemist. Somebody call the fire department. These shits is fire. Now, in today's age where a lot of the music that's mostly popular is driven by 808s and sped up hi-hats and shit like that, the beats on this, the production on this was like a breath of fresh air. Like, it was like ear candy to my ears. Like, the production on this shit is fire, and it's so minimal and subtle. Like, a lot of this shit is really kind of like just samples broken up and put to pieces. You might have a little snare here or a kick drum there, but for the most part, this is pure soul sampling, player type production, and it's fire. So for the beats, I get his 4 mics. 4 mics. Production is fire. Now let's talk about the lyrics. Now, you have Curren and Freddie Gibbs. Now, I know some of y'all might be thinking, Curren, well, all he talks about is weed and cars, and you are right. That's the majority of what he talks about. But you would be sadly mistaken if you don't think that Curren can actually rap. And I'm here to tell you, if you one of those people that feel like that, you're wrong. Curren can fucking rap. He can go bar for bar. Like, his rap is so, if I had to categorize it, it would be like motivational. Like, if you feeling down and out, you trying to reach this goal or get a certain amount of money, like, throw on some fucking currency. That nigga gonna have you doing the Birdman hand rub and shit, getting you ready and motivated. Curren and Freddie delivered on the lyrics on this project. You ever heard the term of steel sharpening steel? This is the #1 case study for this. I feel like we get a lot of artists wanting to do joint projects, and they just don't add up to what the expectation of what you think they're gonna be. But this project, Curren and Freddie with Fetti, this shit fire. So the lyrics, I give it 4 mics. Now, last but not least, to me personally, let me say that one more time. To me personally, this is the most important, if not, this is one of the most important, if not the most important thing on somebody's project. It's the sequence. And what I mean by that, that means like from start to finish, how the project sounds, going from song to song to song. Now, a lot of people fuck up right here when they get to the sequencing of their project, and that might make some people feel like, oh, this nigga album was trash, it was whack. But when you got the right sequencing, you can make a great project. And I feel like the sequencing on this project was good, so I give it 4 mics. So let's recap. Cover, 2 mics. Beats, 4 mics. Lyrics, 4 mics. Sequencing, 4 mics. So for a final score, I give Freddie Gibbs and Currency's Fetti, drum roll please, 3.5 mics, 3.5 mics. It's a good project. It's really a great project, but the only reason it's got 3.5 is because that fucking cover. If they would have had a good cover, this shit would easily be a great project. It's still a great project in my mind, but the score is a score. 3.5 mics. Currency, Freddie Gibbs with Fetti. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this boss review. Man, I really appreciate it. If you fuck with me, if you like this review, hit the like button below, hit the subscribe button so you can catch every review your boy drops. I'll see y'all on the next one. And the next review is gonna be Rico Love's second sophomore album, Even Kings Die. So Rico Love coming next. I'll see y'all on the next one, and I'll leave a link down in the description so y'all can click on it and listen to this Currency and Freddie Gibbs Fetti. Once again, thank y'all, man, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.